Hello everybody, welcome back to my Let's Play of Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition. RK Craig here, Bella Shepherd. I did notice in the playback of the last video that when I did speak to Tally, I did miss an option there of on the bottom left. I didn't pick it, and it did have some nice dialogue in there. So what I did load an earlier save. I had to do one little stupid mission, which it was just nothing. It was saving a ship or whatever. Just ran through it really quick, and then got right back here to where I can now talk to Talia about that. So what I'm going to do is basically play out that conversation in full and pick the, this time fully exhaust all the options, and then I will reload the save where we last left off, and we'll get back into the game in earnest. But I just want to be able to show the portion that we missed. So let's have a talk with Talia again.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Have you got a minute, Talia?
Have you got time to talk?
Yes, I'd like that. I've been thinking about the last time we talked. I'm sorry. I was unprofessional, and I wasn't thinking rationally. I was being stupid and selfish.
Again, Talia, being too hard on herself, but I said, Talia is far from selfish ever, really. But no, you
Don't
aren't.
be too hard on yourself. The galaxy won't end if you find a little happiness.
That might be true for humans, but Quarians are different. We can't just... We have to think of other people, always. If we don't think about the needs of the whole crew, people could get hurt. Maybe even killed. You deserve to be happy with someone. I can't do that. No matter how much I could get sick, jeopardize the mission.
How sick are we talking here, Ty?
How exactly does the sickness work?
It's always a risk. Maybe the reaction would be minor. Maybe it would put me down for a few weeks. Or maybe it would kill me. But that's not what I'm concerned about, Shepard. I don't want you distracted. I don't want what I want to hurt this mission. It's too important.
Now, of course, since we have already gone through this, I could just be skipping to it and get to the part that we want. But nah. It does no harm to go back through this. And, what if there was no mission, Tally? What then?
There's a lot riding on this, but we can't give up everything.
If it were just me, you risked your own life to save the colonists on Pharos 2 years ago. Nobody else could have saved them. I watched your face as Chief Williams died on Vermeer. I watched you stand strong against everything the galaxy threw at you. I've watched you for so long, and I never imagined you'd ever see past this.
Even when you couldn't see Tally's face, man, Tally was adorable, and she's tough as nails. She's obviously highly intelligent. She's she has an enormous heart, and she does have, of course, tremendous hatred towards the guest. But that is hard, not to blame her, but she has been heavily propagandized but I mean, there's some legitimate truth to what she's been propagandized about, of course, that they've been driven off of their homeworld, and I think that's it's completely understandable why she feels the way she feels. She has never met Geth quite like Legion before, and she hasn't quite heard their side of things and how it's played out. So, there's plenty of room, of course, for Tally to develop and learn here as we go along. But Tally's a tremendous person. So I want to be with you, Tally.
Tali, I want you. I want someone I can trust. We'll just have to figure it out.
I wouldn't blame you if, but... Oh, thank you. You don't know what that... Thank you. Give me a little time. I'll do some research, figure out how to make this work.
What kind of research are you going to be doing, Tal?
What do you need?
There are a few ways to temporarily improve my immune system. Immunoboosters, antibiotic injections, that kind of thing. I'll spare you the details. But trust me, I've got plenty of motivation to figure something out.
Mhm. Yeah. See, this is what we didn't pick last time, and when she is gonna make like it, the mod does sort of break this though. Of he'll talk about being able to actually see her, with see her face, but you'll see. But I'm still very happy to have the mod. But yeah, I'm sorry that I missed this the other day, guys. Glad to. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. I'm glad to include it here though now.
Is there no other way?
Sure, but in most cases, everything is happening outside the suit. Nerve stimulation programs and such. I don't want that. If I'm going to be with you, I want it to be real. I need to feel your skin on mine. I've never shown my face to anyone, but I'm ready to show you, if I can do it without dying.
Man. All right. So first of all, yeah, that's a beautiful sentiment, and yeah, that we can see her face, like I said, so that does kind of break that a bit, but I still think the mod is well worth having. That it's well worth hearing that now played out. I do enjoy seeing her do. Like she likes to do a bit of hand play there, and you hear a bit of her passion towards Shepard that she feels, and she's like just willing to die to, because she cares that much about Shep, and she's obviously just has a great concern about the greater mission, and she wouldn't want to risk it for, as she thinks of it, as being selfish, but it is far from that. I mean, to love someone is the greatest things in being alive. So she she feels that towards Shep. Shep's feeling it towards her. Like they should definitely go forward here. So don't take too long, Tally.
We better get going then. Seems I've got something to look forward to after we're done.
Oh, right. Yes, definitely. Until then, I should, do something. Repairs for the mission.
She's too adorable. Okay, and so that's that, guys. So now I will load our proper. Did I just move proper save file that we had? Yeah, that's the one from yesterday. That's where we left off. So I guess unfortunately within the canon of this now here, Shepard never did get to say that, and Tali didn't say it to her. It is unfortunate, but I at least wanted to show it in the Let's Play so people could see what I missed there, and it was a good little part. I am sad I didn't have a freaking save before I did it, so I could have reloaded and have it be a part of their dialogue that they had. But it was in, I guess, an alternate dimension where that happened. But anyway, what's on today's agenda? Because that was obviously a bit of a detour there. But for today's agenda, we're heading out to do Mordin's loyalty mission. So that's where we're at. That's what we're
Commander,
gonna go
you've
do.
received a new message at your private terminal.
And let's take a look at our private terminal. And lock rendezvous with Captain Voorhees. Ah, yeah. Meal. Okay. Yep, we'll be looking for it. This same ship actually uh, has small, so minor role in the Mass Effect 3 with I believe it's the Expanded Galaxy mod. It has something to do with that. We'll be looking for the ship again in the third game, but oh, we got a lady from a survivor from the crash on Aia, if that's how it's pronounced. Hmm. Okay, on we go, guys. Let's head back to Tachanka. There we go. You can see our boy Rex. We probably will end up doing Grunt's mission 2 tomorrow, since it's more efficient to just do them while we're here. So that probably is what will be on tomorrow's or the next video's agenda anyway. Let's see here. I probably should trade it out because I like to change our gear every mission pretty much. Yeah, we haven't worn that one yet, so we'll go with that. I don't think we have any. All right, so Mordin, you've been in that. Put you in that one there. Why not? Um. Oh, and on Mordin's, I think there's a funny line for well, our new gal. We'll take her along. Um, I have energy drain. It's such a useful thing though with shields. We don't deal with that many. Well, we do deal with quite a bit of droids, synthetic, I guess they call them there, but um, not that often. I think I use energy drain far more often. I've already seen that, so oh, they're still here. Oh, we can talk to them.
What did I tell you, honey?
Oh, nice.
Isn't it
Gets him to talk to
beautiful?
her.
Far away from all that high-tech noise.
I guess. Seems a bit dirty, though.
Oh, it builds character.
Yep. Suppose it does. All right, guys.
Those Turians and Solarians look like clones. Nobody around here will walk Krogan. It'll be fun to kill some of those for a change. Good fight's a good fight. Doesn't matter who it's against.
Yeah.
Erdnot clan reports use weak encryption. I see references to a captured Solarian in the logs of the Chief Scout.
Good. Talk to Scout then, or Chief. Either one acceptable.
Also, I have been unable to access local medical records. I suggest asking the local clan leader for assistance with Grunt's problem.
We will, but when we got Grunt with this. And that's on this for now. What we are going to do, like I said, we will explore Tachanka here a bit and deal with the getting the discount where you got to shoot a bunch of highjacks and doing all that little stuff like that. The Baron fight down there. We will do that, but I think we'll do that before the Grunt, for his policy mission. For this, we're gonna take care of that, and then we're gonna go do a side mission of we're looking to do Grunt next. We'll see what kind of time we're dealing with here when we're done doing this one. We could talk to you, huh? You got anything to say?
I have nothing to say to aliens.
Ah, well.
Shepard, what can I do for you, my friend?
Excuse me, I'm about to cough. All right. Tell me about the Solarian and the Blood Pack.
I'm looking for a Solarian. He was captured by the Blood Pack and brought here.
My scout commander can direct you. He's probably near the perimeter running target practice. Don't take too much of his time. I need a constant watch on the other clans.
It's understandable. And no, we ain't gonna ask what's wrong with Grunt. Although I am kind of curious what happens if we do ask him when we don't have him with us. Hold on, I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna save him, just see
I
what
need
it's
to go. We'll go over this another time.
Watch yourself, Shepard. Tuchanka isn't safe and homey like Pharaohs and Ilos.
Yeah, that's the place where it's home.
Shepard, what can I do for you, my friend?
Next, I imagine it's gonna be like, well, bring him here and let me, let our people take a look at him. So let's just see.
I have a Krogan on my crew. He has some kind of sickness and needs treatment.
Replace me, huh? Well, I can't tell what's wrong if I can't see him. Bring him next time.
The off-world Varen probably caught something weak and human.
So I'm actually glad I did that, because it's dialogue I don't think I've ever seen.
Good to see you, Rex. Sure you can't come with us?
Wish I could. But I need to keep these short-sighted fools in line. Hunt well, Shepard.
I will. And we'll be seeing you again, bud. Alright. Let's go, lady and gent. Talk to the scout. Now I gotta cut through here. I don't think if the... Alright. For helping him, I think is on this mission here and not Grunt. Yeah, it is. Because Grunts, we don't really go anywhere. We just go to that arena. So let's talk to this guy. See what he needs.
I look like I have time to talk? I've got work to do. Those fools brought this Tomka back from a skirmish without its combustion manifold. They say it got shot off in the field. You tell me, how can you expect a Tomka to run without a combustion manifold?
Who are you?
Never seen a Krogan mechanic before.
What? You think we kidnap Quarians and make them do the hard work? Not anymore, we don't.
Not anymore, we don't. So, have any idea where I could find such a manifold?
Any idea where I could find a combustion manifold?
Yeah, I can make one. Give me 3 days and a barrel of Rincol. The one they lost is probably still out in the field. It's too much to expect them to collect it and bring the damn thing back.
Alright, well, I'll look for one.
I'm going out in the field. If I see a combustion manifold, I'll bring it back with me.
If you did, it would save me a lot of work. Maybe bring back my sunny disposition.
I like this guy.
Let me get out of your way.
Don't do me any favors.
He actually does have a sunny disposition for a Krogan. He's darn right cheerful. Hello, good sir.
What do you want, human? Rex told me to be polite. He didn't say you were going to talk to me.
Oh, damn it. I know. Well, so let's have a talk. Let's have a chat. Tell me about yourself there, Scout.
So you're in charge of Urdnot scouts. Why waste your time shooting at vermin?
Ammunition is the one thing we're not hurting for on Tachanka. As Scout Commander, I have to set an example. Plus, the little bastards get into food supplies if their numbers get too high. Can't have that.
No, but I'll look into helping you with that next time. The need for scouting?
You see a lot of action around here?
Enough. Varen here and there, and snakes in any of the water safe enough to drink. Rex has made ceasefire agreements with some of the clans, but I still have to patrol, keep them honest.
Yeah, makes sense. So yeah, I imagine there are several threats to food here.
Don't your storehouses have automated defenses?
Why bother? Half of what we eat is vermin. And if we get hold of defense systems, we don't use them to guard grain. We've got weapons stockpiles to take care of. Beyond that, our women and children get the security.
I don't know if that is the best solution, but I mean, Krogan still gotta eat, as far as I know.
Taking care of your food supply would help more in the long run.
If Clan Jordan kills our guards and helps itself to our well-secured food, there won't be a long term. This is Tachanka. Having power and clean water means we're living in luxury.
And the women and children?
Your enemies go after civilians?
Easiest way to wipe out a clan. Women and kids can fight, but they're always outnumbered if another clan goes after them. If its women and children are killed, the clan's hope for the future is lost. It falls apart. We don't do that, though. Rex's orders. Even if it costs us a battle, we don't fire on non-combatants.
Good on Rex. There's Scout Commander duties.
What does a scout commander do?
We find out where the enemies are, and we make them think that there are too many of us to screw with.
Nice.
Sometimes that means harassing the perimeter, taking out a generator or two. Other times, we play hide and seek. We leave lots of tracks, exaggerate our numbers.
I mean, kind of scouting, but they're just also harassing the enemy.
That's not recon, that's sabotage.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to count
Bit
their
of both.
numbers once you blow some of them up. Everyone knows
Yep,
what
like that.
Urdnot is, human. It's not like we can hide.
And this is normal?
So every clan on Tachanka encroaches on the other clan's borders?
Borders? This is Tachanka. Our borders are determined by the range of our guns. We are what we are, human. If we didn't fire at them, they wouldn't take us seriously.
And honest truth, that's pretty much the case for any and every country, though. You're without an army, you don't have a country. If you don't have a border, you don't have a country. So I mean, that makes sense. Okay, so yeah.
Thanks for the information.
Whatever.
Okay, I guess I gotta ask you now more directly about
What do you want, human?
our missing
Crowd in my
Solarian.
hump.
Yeah, I need your help to find the missing Solarian, please.
I'm looking for a Solarian. The Blood Pack captured him and he was last seen around here.
I heard about that Solarian. Poor bastard. If it's Blood Pack, then Clan Werelock has him. Sent one of my scouts to check it out, but he never reported back. Guess they got him, too. Chief told me to give you one of the trucks. Just follow the highway to Werelock's base, if you've got the quads to deal with him in the Blood Pack.
Oh, we do. Yeah, let's see. And Warlock base.
What can you tell me about Clan Werelock's base?
Last I heard, the clan was holed up in an old hospital. I haven't seen it, though. I've only seen Clan Werelock from a distance. If I'd gotten closer, I'd have taken a shot. You get inside, though, bring a big gun. Werelock's base is crawling with Blood Pack.
A hospital, really?
That doesn't sound too defensible. Why'd they hole up there?
Any hospital on Tachanka has to be built well enough to withstand a bunch of enraged Krogan. When an injury forces us to switch over to secondary organs, things get messy. Higher thought processes don't always transition properly. Blood rage, they call it.
Man, I can imagine. And the Solarian's present?
Any idea what they're doing with the Solarian?
I assume they wanted to torture him. You don't take somebody home just to kill them. It's messy. Maybe he pissed off the Blood Pack, and they brought him here for special treatment. No skin off my hump what they do with him. One less alien on Tachanka.
Man, that'd be brutal. I mean, a bit xenophobic, okay, but these are Krogan. This is pretty much the way they pretty much exist, the way they are, man. Like, I guess Shepard's gonna ask about it, though.
You don't seem to have much love lost for aliens.
Don't get your quads in a twist. If I was gonna kill you, you'd know it. Rex believes we need to unite the Krogan people. I don't think we can do that with off-worlders interfering, but it's not my call.
I mean, it's understandable that the Krogan are very leery leery or weary? Leery of outsiders. I mean, after what the Solarians did with the genophage, they'd be obviously very concerned about outside involvement into their lives. So that's kind of understandable. Werelock in the Blood Pack.
What's Clan Werelock's reputation? And how are they involved with the Blood Pack?
Tough hunks, and they're not friendly like we are. You ever run into the Blood Pack? Mercenary gang. Clan Werelock started it. One of the only gangs with an off-world presence. They're fanatics, totally devoted to Werelock Guld. Whatever they did with your Solarian, Guld's behind it.
They aren't all Krogan.
But the Blood Pack has non-Krogan members like Vorcha.
Ha! The Vorcha. They're just like the Varen. Only they can use guns and don't crap on the floor as often. The Krogan are the only real members of the Blood Pack. Anyone else is just there to soak enemy fire.
Man, the way people talk about the Vorcha in this game, man, they sound, I don't know, man, like a mess. But what about Guld?
What makes Guld so special?
He's got 2 children. One of them is a girl. Some people think he's got a destiny. Not me. I had a cousin who won 20 consecutive games of Quasar. Lucky bastard. I'd ask my cousin for a loan, but I wouldn't swear allegiance to him. Luck. That's all it is. Same for Guld.
Yeah, Guld's got a destiny, alright. We're gonna see about that. Alright. Time to take the truck. Nothing's changing. Just kind of curious. They'll use this exact same images right here for Grunt's mission 2. Up until this part, but that driving on the freeway, it'll be exact same. What do you think, Tally? Don't I take you out to the just the greatest places? I mean, come on. Go and enjoy the great Tachunka sun. All right. That's see. Tally's got shotgun. He's got MSG. That's cool. Go ahead and up. That's already showing it lit up with the incendiary power. That's good. And so as is that. Kind of a shame that well, for one, that it just doesn't carry over from for all missions, man. It would be nice you just do it once and it's set. Or that you set it to one weapon and then now it's set across the board. I mean, it did kind of look like that right now, but we'll take it. Anyway. See, Tal, look at this. Ain't I romantic? I take you to just the greatest places. Just lovely. The best wastelands around. Oh
Weapons
boy.
ready. Eat this.
Them things are nasty creatures, man. They're tough. Yeah, hit him with incinerate. Alright. Go ahead and pull you. Tally, get out Chitika. I'll get out Bluebell.
Go for the optics.
Go for the optics. That's where we're heading, I think. There's the hospital. Shotgun to the face. That had to hurt. Up. Whoop. See ya, buddy.
Get ready to fight.
Okay. Hit him with some warp. Oh, okay. Up. Alright. Got the Krogan out in full force here. Hit him with the warp.
Krogan coming at us.
Yep, I see him, Tal. Go ahead. Or you hit him with the neuro shock.
Should do the trick.
Can't reach the target.
Way to go, team. Anything pick up here? Don't look like it. Med kit, we'll take it. Oh boy, here comes trouble. Yeah. Hit them with incendiary, please, or at their incinerate. Ha! That's pretty good explosion. Shep's kind of pleased with that. Not too bad, guys. Not too bad. Yeah, you don't want to get close to freaking free flamethrowers, that's for sure. Them dudes can definitely spell trouble. Get down, Shep. Tally, where are you going, hun? Yeah, go there.
Can do.
Yeah, please do, Tal. Wait, and where are you going, Mordin? You guys, man? I'm telling you. Yeah, they're gonna kill everybody before I get a chance to line them up. There we go. There we go. There's the combustion manifold. easy as pie. Um, I'm gonna. Ooh, good explosion here. Watch, check this one out, guys. Yee! Yeah, Shepard's pleased. Um, no, not yet. There's one of the better renegade uh interrupts coming up here soon, and
Repurposed Krogan Hospital. Sturdy, built to withstand punishment.
Odd to see the Krogan devote so many resources to caring for the sick.
Hospitals important to Krogan. Sites of honor. Focus for repopulation.
yeah, makes sense. But yeah, Shep learned an important little trick from Zaid the other day, and he's gonna put that to work here real soon.
That body, human. Need to take a look. Sores, tumors, ligatures showing restraint at wrists and ankles, track marks for repeated injection sites. Test subject, victim of experimentation.
Are we in any danger here?
Any idea whether what they gave him is contagious?
No, appears to be cultivation of cancerous cells, aggravated by torture, malnourishment, not a virus. Probably testing vectors to attack genophage. Primary goal, not infection of humans. Humans useful as test subjects, genetically diverse, enables exploration of treatment modalities.
Yeah, using humans in such a way, that's freaking completely just repugnant, honestly.
Experimenting on humans? That kind of crap is what makes Cerberus start to seem like a good idea.
Never used humans myself. Disgusting, unethical, sloppy. Used by brute force researchers, not thinkers. No place in proper science. Krogan use of humans, unsurprising.
Yeah, except it's your boy Malin doing it too, though. That line Shepard says about Cerberus, it gets a funny response from Miranda when she's here. Basically, like, sure, I'm gonna put that and make a notation of that. Shepard praising Cerberus. It's a Krogan. So, did you use Krogans in your test?
I imagine you had to do some live subject testing while developing the new genophage.
No, unnecessary. Limited tests to simulations, corpses, clone tissue samples. High-level tests on Varen. No tests on species with members capable of calculus. Simple rule, never broke it.
I mean, I don't know. At some point, once you released it, it still would become a bit of a test. Because I don't think you'd fully know until it's actually in the actual subjects. Obviously, you did, like I say, you ran simulations and whatnot, but so you get it in the actual group. I would think you couldn't say for 100% certainty of what the expected result would be. I think you had a good idea, obviously. Probably even in the upper 90% percentile of likelihood that it would be a success. I don't think until you actually put it out there, you wouldn't 100% know. Okay, so yeah, why not Varen?
Wouldn't something native to Tachanka work better? Varen, maybe?
Yes, human experiments strictly high-level concept testing. Native Tuchanka fauna likely used later in development stages. Wise to delay use of Varen until necessary. Powerful bite.
The nature of these experiments?
What can you tell about their experiments from looking at the body?
Position of tumors suggests deliberate mutation of adrenal, pineal glands, modifying hormone levels, counterattack on glands hit by genophage. Clever.
Clever. It sounds barbaric, man.
Do you think they're close to curing the genophage?
Can't say. Need more data. Conceptually sound, though. Genophage alters hormone levels, could repair damage with hormonal counterattack.
And this you claim about human genetic diversity?
How are humans more genetically diverse?
More variable. Peaks and valleys, mutations, adaptations, far beyond other life. Makes humans useful test subjects. Larger reactions to smaller stimuli.
I mean, yeah, we obviously we have we look different, but that's such a minute difference in the grand scheme of things of what we look like on a genetic code. Like it's that's a very minute detail. overall, but we'll see what he has to say.
I know we can look much different from each other, but Asari have a wide range of skin tones.
No, ignore superficial appearance, down to genetic code. Biotic abilities, intelligence levels. Can look at random Asari, Krogan, make reasonable guess. Humans, too variable to judge. Outliers in all species, of course. Geniuses, idiots. But human probability curve offers greater overall variety.
Alright, well, yeah, let's put a stop to this, though.
Now we've got 2 reasons to shut this place down.
Focus on Malin. Too late to help the dead.
Yeah, I suppose so, but we don't know if at the moment if he has more subjects still at hand, so we'll look into this, see what we find. Here we go. As I said, one of the best renegade interrupts in all Mass
I am the
Effect.
speaker for Clan Werelock Offworlders. You have shed our blood. By rights, you should be dead already. But Werelock Gold, the Chief of Chiefs, has ordered that you be given leave to flee and spread the message of our coming.
There's one part during part of his tirade though when he talks about, but the Krogan were wronged. The way he said it, man, like it's a great job by the actor, and you do feel it like that there was a terrible injustice put on him and his people that he feels, and you feel it through that actor. It's well said. You feel like he really means what he's saying and what that part is said. So you're letting us go, really?
Krogan don't generally let people go. What does Clan Werelock have planned?
If you walk away now, you can tell your children that you saw Clan Werelock before our blood pack conquered the stars. You think the Erd not impressive? They are pitiful! Werelock Gold will destroy them! The Solarian will cure the Genophage, and Clan Werelock will spread across the galaxy in a sea of blood!
Appears they discovered Malin's work. Unfortunate.
And no one else has to die here, though. Let's find another way through this.
It doesn't have to happen like this. I can understand wanting to cure the Genophage.
No, human, you understand nothing! You have not seen the piles of children that never lived. The Krogan were wronged.
Right there.
We will make it right, and then we will have our revenge!
Yeah, the way you read the actor read that, man, that the Krogan were wrong. Like you just feel it. It's not the Krogan way, man. But yeah, you want to try diplomacy, please?
Half the galaxy sees the Krogan as victims. If you start a war, you'll lose their support.
Yep.
We have the Blood Pack, and we have the Solarian. When our clan numbers in the millions, we will not need support. When we cure the Genophage,
Oh boy.
Werelock Gold will rule all Krogan. The Krogan
You
Rebellion...
talk too much.
See? The human cannot hit a simple target.
Oh yeah. Ooh. That's such a brutal death too, man. Damn. Yeah, that's rough, man. All right, we'll go ahead and hit you. And get so I can wrap it around right with the warp. Tally, get out your Tika.
Nothing's faster than
All right.
Tika.
And he got lucky. He was moving. All right. Okay, now you're clear. Now we should be able to hit you with that warp. I owe you one. Here it comes. Pop. There we go. Nice. All right, got another one. Hit him with Incinerate Mordin, please.
Enjoy.
No, if that hit. We'll try pulling that guy, and then we'll hit him with the warp. See if that make him go popping. That'll really do some damage. There we go. Ah, come on, ship. That was my own fault, of course. I didn't aim properly. Be sure to have him. Dang it. Yeah, I screwed that up. Okay. Tika. We want to hit with the neural. Yeah, he was pretty close to dead. We'll take him out. Hit him with the neural shock, please. Oh. Didn't quite land it. Oh boy. I'm probably just gonna have to shoot you. Yep. All right, let's pull you. Good job, team. Yeah, that's such an awesome freaking interrupt, though, dude. That sounds brutal for him, though, man. Burn alive. Yep, Shep learned that little trick thanks to Zaid.
Lab's likely through there. Can smell antiseptic, hint of dead flesh.
Sometimes I'm really glad I can turn off my mask's olfactory filters.
Yeah, I bet. We found out about that when we went to go get Mordin, wasn't it? No more, what? Yeah, yeah. When we're going to go get him, man. You should have heard her. They were burning bodies. Grunt wanted to eat the dead bodies, and Tally was getting grossed out. It was amazing. Amazingly awful for Tally. All right. There's some good stuff in here about the genophage, of course. There we go.
Active console may contain useful data. One moment. Genetic sequences. Hormone mutagens is still steady. Protein chains, live tissue, clone tissue. Very thorough. Standard treatment vectors. Avoiding scorched earth immunosuppressants to alter hormone levels. Good. Hate to see that.
You seem to take great pride in your work there, Mordin.
Most people wouldn't be so casual about developing a sterility plague, Mordin.
Not developing, modifying, much more difficult, working within confines of existing genophage, 100 times the complexity. Errors unacceptable, could cause total sterility, malignant tumors, could even reduce effectiveness, worse than doing nothing. Had to keep Krogan population stable, 1 in 1,000, perfect target, optimal growth, like gardening.
Damn. Hey, so we're kind of just removed from it, but he's not wrong, man. It was pretty freaking amazing, sophisticated work that they did to develop this modification, to stick within those parameters of what had to be done without wiping them out completely, and or it being not less effective. Like it was a bit of amazing, dirty work, honestly, but it's just such a great, complicated ethical issue, man, with the Krogan. Because yeah, they are victims to this genophage, and what it does to them and to their entire society is just absolutely devastating to them. And but it's not like the Krogan are were just innocent bystanders. They were, because of the numbers that they produced, the lethality of Krogan, and that they were able to wipe out the Rachni, who were robust creatures in their own right, that were that the council, the Citadel Council races couldn't defeat them. They were going to be overtaken by the Arachni, and so yeah, they asked the Krogan for help, and the Krogan were even stronger than them. And so once the Krogan started to rebel and want to start overtaking their own worlds, like, had they not have implemented the genophage, like, who's to say, like, the Krogan may have very well, by the time humans would have came around to finding Citadel space, it may have been a full-on like dictatorship being ran by Krogans oppressing all other races. And I mean, that could have made for an interesting world for humans to step into, of course, is having the Krogans rule the galaxy pretty much, and oppressing all other peoples, and humans come along and step right into that. Had the genophage not come along, that would have been the fate. And who knows what Krogan may have nuked the friggin' the Citadel, man. Like, it, Reapers would show up and everything would already be destroyed. Like, who knows, man, how far the Krogan would have gone had the genophage not come about. But it's just such an extreme step, obviously, to do to unleash onto the Krogan people, man, and it's absolutely devastating. But I say, it is understandable. I wouldn't say that he's a heartless killer. He's not. it isn't necessarily that, and it and sometimes throughout the at least the first two games, it's not always clear because sometimes you will hear talk about as if the babies are born stillborn, and they'll talk about that, and I think they'll talk about it here within the and so yeah, that those are dead babies, and there's no question about that. But there are other times where it talked about as if God, and I wish I could remember to recall exactly where it said and how it was said. But I do know there were other points where it made it sound like as if basically they just weren't having kids. Um, I don't. I need to look into that and find out why I'm thinking that's the case. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but obviously if they are only 1 in 1,000 are so 999 of them are dead babies. Like that is a killer. Then if that is the case, and they say here within the game they do state it as a stillbirth or happened. So that is horrific, and that does put Mordin into the killer status. I would say, yeah. And so that's how I'm gonna base it on that because that's unimaginable.
Pretty it up however you like. You're talking about murdering millions.
No, murdered no one. Altered fertility, prevented fetal development of nervous system. Have killed many, Shepard. Many methods. Gunfire, knives, drugs, tech attacks. Once with farming equipment, but not with medicine.
So you're keeping it level.
You're saying you were working just as hard to keep their population from falling?
Yes, could have eradicated Krogan. Not difficult. Increased mutation to degrade genetic structure further. Chose not to. Rachni extinction tragic. Didn't want to repeat. All life precious. Universe demands diversity.
I mean, see, and that is the heart of it. They didn't want to absolutely, genocide the Krogan from existing. They weren't looking to make them extinct, which they could have done. Obviously, they could have just wiped them out and be done with this. But they were trying to make a horrific situation and try and keep it from getting into an unimaginable, like, well, maybe possibly extinction event for every other race. Like, who knows how far it could have gone and how far the Krogan would have went in such a way. But what was the process of the work like?
What was it like working on the genophage modification project?
Best years of my life. Wake up with ideas, talk over breakfast, experiments all morning. Statistical analysis in afternoon, run new simulations during dinner, set data runs to cook overnight. Laughter, ego, argument, passion, galaxy's biggest problem, massive resources thrown at us. Got anything we wanted.
And do you still have any close ties with anyone on your team?
Do you keep in touch with your old team members?
No. All changed with deployment. Made test drop on isolated Krogan clan, hit rest of Tuchanka when results were positive. End of project. Separate ways. Watching it end, watching birth rates drop. Personal. Private. Not appropriate for team.
See, for those of you who don't know, I'm legally blind, and sometimes when the letters are against a certain background, I have a hard time seeing it, and I'm having a hard time seeing what it says here. Hold on. I think it's that you've gone down in the world. I think is what that says.
Sounds like you were pretty important. How'd you go from that to running a clinic on Omega?
Wanted to heal people. Good use of last decade. Something easy. No ethical concerns. Understand rationale for modified genophage, right choice. Still, hard to sleep some nights.
And the effects on Tuchanka.
How can you agree with using the genophage, Mordin? Look at what happened to Tuchanka as a result.
State of Tuchanka not due to genophage. Nuclear winter caused by Krogan before Salarians made first contact. Krogan choices. Refuse truce during Krogan rebellions. Expand after Rachni wars. Splinter after genophage. Genophage medical, not nuclear. No craters from virus. Damage caused by Krogan, not Salarians, not me.
Well, you'd be open to peace within the Krogan and with the rest of the galaxy. I mean, how could he not be? But we'll ask.
So if the Krogan banded together and formed a united government, you'd welcome that.
Yes, United Krogan saved Galaxy, destroyed Rachni. Genophage, not punishment, simply alters fertility to correct for removal from hostile environment.
And see, the thing is too, though, like, of course, as we'll see in Mass Effect 3, where you'll get the chance to cure the genophage or to deceive them. And some of the big factors, of course, that play in is the leadership that's in place when this is coming about, and how that can lead to, well, for one, for Mordin surviving or not, but it also it still puts into question about like curing it. Is that the best thing? If because as wonderful as Eve and Rex are, that like you couldn't ask for better leadership for the Krogan people than those two. Like they're absolutely like just brilliant, leaders and who have the best desires for the Krogan and a best future for taking part in the greater galactic society. That being said, they're not eternal. They won't live forever. They're not. They are mortal. So when if those two aren't assassinated for one thing, the way the Krogan battle amongst themselves, like you just when those two are gone, what's the likelihood that you know something much worse or very typical from within Krogan history doesn't now take over and what could come about, right? So it's like things could definitely go sideways real quick. Um, but that's obviously something we will be dealing with in Mass Effect 3, and we'll talk about that as we're looking at whether to cure it or not when that time comes. But there's just so much to consider and to contemplate about the genophage, man. And is it an outright evil, or is it some a strategy and a tactic that had to be taken in order to well to maintain I don't know the fact that other alien species could still continue to live and prosper and do well because Krogan would have just dominated. But I don't know. It's wonderful writing, man. 'Cause it's one of those things where you can certainly come like you can certainly understand both sides of the argument on it, and they both are valid. They make sense, and you can see how things have gone too far or could go too far. And brilliant piece of writing, man. But it it's part his fault, and he is continuing the genophage. Like he did modify it. They didn't cure it. They did. It seems that they were starting to overcome it, and he put them back down, right? So the despair and the destruction, like you said, that the destruction have predated any of in all of this with the Krogan, but it's certainly the despair and the hopelessness that they feel can't be helping. So he has partial responsibility in this.
The effects on Tachanka are still your responsibility. You upgraded the virus that kept them in barbarism.
Krogan committed war crimes, refused to negotiate. Turian defeat not complete. Krogan could have recovered, attacked again. Conventional war too risky. Krogan forces too strong. Genophage was only option. Krogan forced Genophage, us or them. No apologies for winning. Wouldn't have minded peaceful solution.
I mean, I see the wisdom in what he's saying. I do. Some people might really disagree with that, but okay. Let's get moving.
We're not gonna find Malin staring at consoles. Come on.
No, we got one more to look over though. I think this one really does weigh on Mordin though. We'll get stuff here first. Pepper got distracted by finding stuff.
This is valuable.
Yep. Alright, but yeah, I think this one kind of... This is hard on Mordin. I'm seeing it like firsthand right here, some of the effects of what his work has done. Like face to face with death. Not that he hasn't seen death, he's seen plenty of death, but...
Dead Krogan, female. Tumors indicate experimentation. No restraint marks. Volunteer.
She volunteered to put herself through this hell.
Sterile,
out of desperation.
Female willing to risk procedures. Hoped for cure. Pointless. Pointless waste of life.
I kind of don't like how that's worded though, because it just bothers you. Of course, it bothers him. Morton's not. He's not a complete monster. Like he's not. Morton believes in his work, yeah, and he can, like I said, sometimes sound removed, a bit aloof to it. But I think that is part of his own way of dealing with it. But we'll ask it. But of course it bothers him. Of course it does.
I didn't expect you to be disturbed by the sight of a dead Krogan.
What? Why? Because of genophage work? Irrelevant. No. Causative. Never experimented on live Krogan, never killed with medicine. Her death, not my work. Only reaction to it. Goal was to stabilize population. Never wanted this. Can see it logically. But still unnecessary. Foolish. Waste of life. Hate to see it.
How often do you see it?
I didn't think you'd had much direct contact with things like this. Did you come to Tuchanka after dropping your plague?
Yearly recon missions. Water, tissue samples. Ensure no mistakes. Superiors offered to carry it on. Refused. Need to see it in person. Need to look. Need to see. Accept it as necessary. See small picture. Remind myself why I run a clinic on Omega. Rest, young mother. Find your gods. Find someplace better.
I do feel for Morton though, man. Like he knows he's done something that's caused so much harm and damage. Like but he knows that there's trade-offs. There's it wasn't done out of, like say, a hatred of the Krogan and wanted to make them go extinct and to wipe them out. He didn't. He is a doctor. He wants to help people. He didn't want to. He doesn't take joy in this, and you just feel like he suffers too. He feels the weight of what he's done. You know? That did sound a bit religious there, Morton.
I didn't expect spirituality from you, Mordin.
Genophage modification project altered millions of lives, then saw results. Ego, humility, juxtaposition, frailty of life, size of universe. Explored religions after work completed. Different races, no answers. Many questions.
So you suffered a bit of a. Well, did he have any faith to begin with, though? Crisis of faith? Not necessarily, but he was searching for answers, it seems.
Sounds like you were trying to deal with your guilty conscience. The doctor who killed millions.
Modified genophage project great in scope. Scientifically brilliant. But ethically difficult. Krogan reaction visceral, tragic. Not guilty, but responsible. Trained as doctor. Genophage affects fertility. Doesn't kill. Still, caused this. Hard to see big picture behind pile of corpses.
Well, see there, he's saying it affects fertility, as though they just don't get pregnant. But we've heard him say before that there's, many die that in stillbirth. Like I'm not sure. How do you deal with that, Morton?
Can you really just rationalize it all away? How do you justify it?
Wheel of life. Popular Solarian concept. Similar to human Hinduism in focus on reincarnation. Appealing to see life as endless. Fix mistakes in next life. Learn, adapt, improve. Refuse to believe life ends here. Too wasteful. Have more to offer. Mistakes to fix. Cannot end here. Could do so much more.
Yeah, I'm agnostic, so I don't know. And yeah, I wish that there was an afterlife, for example, like that all we get to when we pass, we'll see all our loved ones, and that there'll be more beyond this. But I just don't see the evidence of it. I wish that were so. I want it to be so, but I don't see any evidence to believe it. So unfortunately for me, I just accept that's the way it is. And so when my time comes, that'll be the end of my chance to be alive and to know the universe, and then it'll be over. But I'm grateful to be alive and to be aware of life, like to be a conscious being and that is a part of the universe and is trying to understand it. And the thought of reincarnation to me, that doesn't make any sense. Though it just doesn't. So, but if one would want to believe in that, so be it. One wants to believe in the afterlife, so be it. I'm agnostic. I'm not fully atheist. Like, people can believe what they want. I can certainly be very wrong. I'm open to that fact that that's just my opinion, my thoughts, and I could most certainly be mistaken. Mhm. And honestly, I hope I am mistaken. I hope that there is an afterlife, like I say, where people will see their loved ones once again who live on. Um, Gonna do the genophage. Come on, let's move on. Great. Talk about the. let's, um, I'm kind of curious what she says about this. That's why I wish it was like in Deus Ex Human Revolution, or I think they did also in Mankind Divided, where you click on what you're about to pick, it shows you in writing up like there what it would be saying. I hate it because it's guesswork often. So, yeah.
If you need this much soul searching to get over it, maybe the genophage was wrong.
Had to be done. Rachni Wars, Krogan rebellions all pointed to Krogan aggression. So many simulations, effects of Krogan population increase, all pointed to war, extinction, genophage or genocide. Save galaxy from Krogan. Save Krogan from galaxy.
Let's see. I didn't want to see. That's I didn't want, like, the Shepherd declared that it was wrong. Like, I'm not having Shepherd declare that, at least not yet. Like, and even I'm not even saying that will be the case in Mass Effect 3. But I didn't want that to be declared by her. That isn't where she's at yet. And I think she could be in Mass Effect 3. I don't know yet. We'll see how things play out and where she ends up. But to state it there, I didn't want that. I kind of want to pick one of these though, just because I don't know if I don't want to necessarily close out the conversation, which I know one of these will. But if I pick these, I hope I can still pick one of these. But so we'll see. You're hiding behind statistics a bit though, Mordin.
So you're willing to sterilize a species based on the evidence of a few simulations?
Yes, millions of data points, years of arguments, countless scenarios, all noted Krogan fragmentation as dangerous, no unified culture to support repopulation. Would have been war, Turians and humans destroying Krogan utterly. Genophage was better, saved lives.
Yeah, he could have cured him, but he's saying, like, it could have just ended up leading to their own destruction and everyone's destruction. I mean, as I say, Shepard for now, she agrees with what they did. They didn't look to wipe them out. They weren't trying to make the Krogan extinct, but they were trying to do the best that they could in a horrible situation. So, yeah, Shepard agrees with them.
When you put it that way, you did the right thing. Not many would have the guts to look at the results and own it.
Not easy. Sometimes wish I wasn't as intelligent. Choice would have fallen on someone else. Not my problem. Fool's wish. Had to be me. Others might have gotten it wrong.
Ain't that a line?
Ready to go, Shepard.
And something he'll, of course, reiterate, phrased slightly differently, but yeah, plenty. I'll say that plenty in Mass Effect 3, but yeah, he's has the burden of being one of the most highly intelligent beings in the Mass Effect universe, and the responsibility that brought onto his shoulders. But it had to be him. Someone else might have got it wrong. So, the Krogan, in some ways, were lucky it was in his hands, because it wasn't in his hands alone. He was part of a team, right? But in others' hands, they could have just wiped out the Krogan, and they certainly weren't looking to do that. It's tough, man. It's freaking so complicated. Like, I sympathize greatly with the Krogan, and I know I'm going back in a direction we're not advancing yet. Advancing is out that door, but just because I just want to emphasize that like my heart breaks for the Krogan, man. This is the result of their being so war thirsty as they are. Like, they bear they bear some responsibility for this as well, not just the Solarians and not just the Turians. The Krogan do as well. Like it's a just a horrific ramification of war and results that can of lives that can be destroyed and are destroyed, and it's heart wrenching, and it's just such terrific writing, man. And it is the kind of stuff that makes you absolutely just love Mass Effect, or make you contemplate such things. And good stuff. Yeah, that's the way forward. And here's the scout. Dude, that door wasn't even locked, man. What are you doing? I hear the torch out there. All right, buddy. Time to get you out of here.
You killed the Blood Pack guards.
Not Blood Pack, not member of Clan Werlock. Wrong clan markings.
I'm a nerd, not scout. Werlock guards got me. Brought me here.
Yeah, we were looking for you, man.
The Chief Scout told us to watch for you. We've taken out the guards. Get back to Erdnot.
I can't. The Werlock did things to me. Drugs. Injections. Said I was sacrificing for the good of all Krogan. Experiments to cure the genophage. Everything's blurry. Hard to think. Have to stay.
Morgan, can you help him?
Mordin, can you get him back on his feet? Stims, maybe? Something to bolster his immune system?
You don't understand. I'm not too sick to leave. I have to stay. They're curing the genophage. They're gonna make it all better. They have to keep doing the tests.
Caution, Shepard. Patient unstable, susceptible, brainwashed.
Why do you want them to keep doing the tests?
This is my fault. I got caught. Wasn't strong enough. Not good enough. This is the best I can do. This is all I can do. I'm not big enough to have a real shot with the females.
Oh,
I'll
he's
never
small.
have kids of my own. But if I help undo the genophage, then I mattered.
Oh man, what's the one that gets the tally line? I think it's this one. I hope it is, because I will miss it if not, but oh well.
You got a bruised ego. You got caught and beaten, so you tell yourself it was for something important.
That's not true. I need to stay. They're gonna cure us all.
You're not a real Krogan. When a real Krogan gets knocked down, he gets back up.
I did. I got back up every time they hit me.
He's got heart.
Many times.
You're lying there right now like a Vorcha grubbing in the mud. You gonna just lie there, Vorcha?
Screw you, human. Nobody says that to me. Nobody keeps me down.
Damn right they don't. Now get back to Clan Erdnot and report in. Go. Go!
I can't believe that worked.
Yeah, I screwed it up though. It was the Paragon one that got the tally line. Shep basically chastised him, saying he's acting like a Quarian with a upset tummy or something like that. And Tally's like, I'm standing right here. Damn it. Few times I screwed up. I still like it though. Shep is still, you know, and it does seem appropriate with the Krogan to be like that, to kind of basically speak roughly to him, to speak, you know, to motivate him in such ways. Like it makes sense to me, so it worked out. Yeah, we missed on the tally line.
Detecting crates ahead that are holding unstable materials. A
Ooh.
misplaced shot can cause a
Explosion.
significant explosion.
Yes.
A well-placed shot. Explosive useful. Burn through Krogan armor.
Music to my ears is what you're telling me. That right there. All right. Tally, get out Chitika. Get out Bluebell.
Can't die for me.
Oh no. I'm gonna hit you with the warp. I'm gonna pull you. Hit you with the warp again. And you were already dead. Tally, not there, hon.
Watch out! Taking cover.
I wanted to blow up that tank. Oh well. Warp. No, hit him with incinerate.
Enjoy.
Come on. Come here. Come here. I got Tally. Oh man, see, that's why I love you, Tally. I was about to do that, but the woman that knows my heart. We got lots more explosions to come. Come here, puppy. Sorry, puppy. Come here, Mr. Krogan. Tally, get away.
Be right there.
Yeah,
Coming in
please.
close.
Get away from the crush. Yeah.
One down.
Guys, don't take cover next to the exploding crates, please. Especially you guys know. You guys freaking know Shepard, man. She loves explosions. Like, you know she's gonna do it. Especially you, Tally. You've been around. You've seen this.
Headed for combat.
Yep, damn snipers. Alright. Mordin, incinerate his ass. Alright, hit him with warp. Boom, baby. Pull. Yeah, way to go, Tally, with that shotgun. Take that, bub. Bloody bastard. And with the warp. Alright. Here comes the big boy. Alright. Let's see. Mordin hit him with the incinerate. I hit him with the warp. Okay. Tally, get out Chitika. I'll get out Bluebell.
Close combat.
Hit him with the warp. And he's dead. Way to go, team. Alright. If there's anything in here I don't recall. Yep. 3,000 bucks. Thank you very much. Okay. Get our little upgrade down here on the way, and then we go in and find Malin.
What's this?
Nice. And this is taking long enough that we'll just be doing this, and then we'll call it a session, and we won't do any run around to Chunk or doing anything else after this one.
Malin, alive, unharmed. No signs of restraint, no evidence of torture. Don't understand.
For such a smart man, Professor, you always had trouble seeing evidence that disagreed with your preconceptions. How long will it take you to admit that I'm here because I wish to be here?
Well, you just pretty much claimed too, though, that Mordin's a bad scientist, though. Good scientists can understand that they do have preconceptions, but that's when they're following the scientific method, they certainly come to understand that when prevailing evidence comes about that you know um, basically discredits their own preconceptions, then they have to accept that. And Orton's we know is a great scientist, so I think Malin's full of shit. Nah.
He wasn't kidnapped. He came here voluntarily to cure the genophage.
Impossible. Whole team agreed. Project necessary.
How was I supposed to disagree with the great Dr. Solus? I was your student. I looked up to you.
Experiments performed here. Live subjects, prisoners, torture and executions. You're doing?
We've already got the blood of millions on our hands, Doctor. If it takes a bit more to put things right, I can deal with that.
Your lack of ethics with your experiments?
You honestly think the experiments you did here are justified?
We committed cultural genocide. Nothing I do will ever be justified. The experiments are monstrous because I was taught to be a monster.
Nah. Mordin taught you to be a monster?
Mordin, did you ever perform experiments like this?
No. Never taught you this, Malin.
So your hands are clean. What does it matter if the ground is stained with the blood of millions? You taught me that the end justified the means. I will undo what we did, Professor. The only way I know how.
The results of the cure?
What happens if the genophage is cured and the Krogan expand again? That will be on your head.
We justified this atrocity by saying the Krogan would cause havoc and war if their population recovered. But look at the galaxy. Batarian attacks in the Traverse, Geth attacks in the Citadel. Is this a more peaceful universe? The assault on your Eden Prime might never have happened if we had let the Krogan recover.
What?
We'll never know.
I mean, that doesn't seem at all related. The Sovereign was still coming. Like that would not have changed at all. The Reapers were coming. That had zero effect on Eden Prime. But anyhow, is the world a more peaceful place for the world? The galaxy? No. But unfortunately, war is always going to be a part of existence. People fight over resources, fight over ideologies, fight over beliefs, whatever. That unfortunately, war will always be at hand. Will always come into play, and you should obviously should strive to avoid it and do your best to let that be the last resort. But that all those things that you're saying, all this war that's happening, but like, the Krogan in this, it's a separate issue. That was a separate war. So I mean, yeah, that's garbage.
How would a Krogan population explosion have done anything to stop Saren and the Geth?
An increased Krogan population would have forced the Council to take steps, likely involving colony rights in the Traverse. The Turian fleets would be vigilant for any military activity in the area. They might have stopped the Geth at Eden Prime.
Supposition. Impossible to be certain.
Don't you see? We tried to play God and we failed. We only made things worse. And I'm going to fix it.
The lethality of the genophage?
You talked about killing, but the genophage isn't lethal. It only affects fertility rates.
Krogan fight over fertile females. They become mercenaries or pirates because they see no alternative. They would be thriving in a cultural renaissance now had we not decided that this is what they deserved.
Inaccurate. Krogan population resulted in war. Simulations were clear.
I mean, you just have to base it on history of the Krogan. Like, there's no reason to think that they'd have had a renaissance. What are you basing on? Your hope alone aren't enough. Yeah, and your alliance with this clan?
Why work with Clan Weirlock? And how did you access the genophage data?
The data was easy to obtain. We all still had clearance. We were heroes. All I had to do was ask. As for the Weirlock, they were the only clan with both the resources and the commitment.
And not Clan Urdnot?
Urdnot has a larger camp than Weirlock. Why not use them?
Urdnot Rex is too soft. He wasn't willing to do the experiments I needed. It's Urdnot's loss and Weyrloch's gain. Their clan will be the first to recover from the crime we committed.
Alright. Yep, so what now, Mordin?
Malin clearly doesn't need rescuing. What do you want to do?
Have to end this.
You can't face the truth, can you? Can't admit that your brilliant mind led you to commit an atrocity!
Unacceptable experiments. Unacceptable goals. Won't change. No choice. Have to kill you.
Wait. You don't need to do this, Mordin. You're not a murderer.
No. Not a murderer. Thank you, Shepard. Finished, Malin. Get out. No Weyrloch left. Project over.
You see, like, the difference there when she let Garrus shoot Parkin in the leg, like, he wasn't getting ready to execute him. She would have intervened just as, like, Miranda was gonna shoot, his name escapes me now, but her friend, we prevented that. Weren't just gonna allow full-blood execution. You don't get me wrong, Malin deserved it. Like, what he's done here, he certainly does deserve it. There's no question on that, but Shepard does believe in due process now. Unfortunately, that isn't going to be the case. There is going to be no trial. There isn't going to be anything. He's going to be let go. And Mordin basically told him to go open a clinic and try and make good on, what he's done. But and I have my druthers, and Shepard would. He'd be facing trial for this, but he ain't allowing it. But yeah, if if Mordin would have been aiming at his kneecap, Shep would have probably shot the other kneecap with him. Could leak the story, though. That is true.
What if he talks to more Krogan? Tells the public about the modified genophage project?
Special Tasks Group good at covering tracks. No proof. Weyrloch willingness to work with Salarian unusual. Other Krogan will kill him.
What if he keeps working on the cure?
Aren't you worried that he'll start his research again?
No. Locking this unit. Special Task Group can cut access to old data. Could start from scratch. Decades of work, though. Didn't teach you everything I knew.
Alright, well...
You heard the professor. Get out before he changes his mind.
Where am I supposed to go, Professor?
Don't care. Try Omega. Can always use another clinic.
The Krogan didn't deserve what we did to them, Professor. The genophage needs to end.
Maybe.
Not like this. Apologies, Commander. Misunderstood mission parameters. No kidnapping. My mistake. Thank you.
You alright, Mordin?
Don't worry about me, Mordin. How are you doing?
Should have killed him. Wanted to. Easier than listening. Easier for him, too. Experiments indicate how far he's fallen. Expected it from Krogan. Not one of mine.
Remember what? Don't know what Ship's gonna say there exactly. Found a spot of I don't follow what she's saying here on so that are we done, I guess? 'Cause I don't know what she's saying here on these. Maybe I'm dense, highly likely. No, I'm not quite knowing what she's saying on them.
Anything else we need to do here?
Malin's research. Only loose end. Could destroy it. Closure. Security. Still valuable, though.
Hmm. And his research was sick, and it's but it is done. So it might be worth keeping.
If you think it could be useful, why not hang on to it?
Worked for years to create modified genophage. Should destroy this. Malin's work could cure genophage. Don't know. Effects on Krogan. Effects on Galaxy. Too many variables. Too many variables.
I mean, obviously it's ill-gotten knowledge, right? But nevertheless, it is knowledge, and it what's done is done. We can't undo it. So. Shepard leans this way, but I'm afraid if I pick that, does that mean he's going to destroy the data? I don't want that. I want him to... I do want to hold on to it. We'll decide later what we do with it. But, Since that's just what I'm gonna pick, because I don't know if that's what those. I don't recall. I think I could say either of these, and then we'll do these to close it out. But I'm not certain, and I don't want to risk it here. So, but I'll let it be known that for now, Shepard does see it as that what was done both the first time and with the modification. She sees it right now as that was the right call. That being said, she still doesn't want, like, once it's destroyed, it's gone for good, and you could definitely still see, like, there may be a value to having that card still in your deck. Like, she's still looking, of course, at the bigger picture of fighting the Reapers, and something like this, once, like I say, it's gone, it's gone. So, she's gonna tell him, hang on to it, just in case.
Keep the data. Better to have it and not need it.
Exactly.
Point taken, Shepard.
Exactly.
Capturing data. Wiping local copy. Still years away from cure, but closer than starting from scratch. Done. Ready to go. Ready to be off to Chunka. Anywhere else. Maybe somewhere sunny.
Like, I am highly certain that I could have picked that either one of those on the left side there, and it would have been okay. I just didn't want to risk it. We are gonna stay because there is a little, not that I need it, but there's I think some money basically that we can pick up, and I'll just show it in case other people don't know. Sometimes to get a little bit of a glitch, and we'll see if it happens, and I may have to do a reload on, which will suck, but let's see.
I'd like to look around a bit more.
Yeah. Right back there. We had a lot of times because people don't look around, of course. As I say, we don't need his money, but hopefully it doesn't glitch and we could just leave. Here's hoping. Alright, good. No glitch. 127. Mordin will have no trouble focusing on the mission. Very good. Got a new outfit for him. Nice. Making big explosions. But it's right back out here. Okay, well, while we're here, let me go ahead and just change our party. Because we're going to be taking Grunt next time. It's going to... We don't have that many choices for you, though, just different colored versions. I guess I'll just keep you in your regular one for now. Take Grunt, and I'm gonna take. We need some badasses in for Grunts. Well, what he's gonna be going through. That looks pretty cool on him. Yeah, I like it. Who's a good variant? Okay. So we'll just go basically in front of Rex there and call it the end of the session. No, that was a hell of an episode.
Has increased in strength after the destruction of Clan Werlock. Based on population profiles, Clan Erdnot has adopted surviving members of Clan Werlock, mostly women and children. Also, I have been unable to access local medical records. I suggest asking the local clan leader for assistance with Grunt's problem.
Nothing to say, Grunt, huh? Yeah, that was a hell of a session, though, man. I was dealing with some pretty tough subject matter in terms of, well, within this game's lore, but about what's ethical here, and I enjoyed it. That's some of the best stuff in all of Mass Effect. But all right, guys, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Next up, we will be doing Grunt's loyalty mission, so we gotta head up there above us and talk to those folks and get his mission set and go on forward, and then we'll kind of tour the chunk of here at the little bit we need to do, turning in the combustion manifold and whatnot. But I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can follow Shepard here, Bella Shepard's journey through the Mass Effect universe. Thank you all so much. I appreciate it. Catch you all around. Laters.